Hi everyone, it's Fiona again. Welcome back to my channel. And today is another Freebie Friday. So this is Freebie Friday number 15. And if you're not yet a member of my Facebook group, I'll link it below because every Friday I have a free printable in my Facebook group and then we make something out of it. So this week we've got some little envelope templates, and these are for actually tracing around. So you'll want to print them onto a piece of cardstock or something a little bit thicker than paper. And there's some really tiny ones up here because I wanted to make some teeny tiny envelopes, and these ones are quite small as well. So I'm going to cut that out later, but I wanted to make some collaged envelopes. So what I'm doing first is I'm just getting a piece of printed paper, and this is just a page that I have from one of my kids. So you might have some printed paper, or you might have some other decorative paper that you have. But just make sure that it's not too thick, because we're going to be collaging on the back, and if it's too thick you just might have problems folding it, especially as it's a fairly small project. So I'm not going to worry about cutting around the edges right now because I'm going to do all the cutting when I'm finished. So I've got some like thin dictionary pages here, and pieces of ephemera, some coffee dyed paper. What else? I've even got a little doily here. Just little bits like that. Some music paper. Just that I want to collage down onto the back. So try and make sure that those pieces of paper aren't too thick either. And I'm just going to do it any old way. There's no rhyme or reason to it. But I am going to keep my pieces square, which you don't have to. You can tear them however you want to lay them down. So I'm just using a matte deco glue here, which is similar to a Mod Podge, or a little bit of PVA white glue mixed with water is fine as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue these down, and I'll speed up the video and I'll be back. Okay, so I finished gluing mine down and mine is now pretty much dry. I've cut out my little envelope templates. So all I'm going to do is place them down and trace around them with my pencil. So and if your pencil's not dark enough, you can always use a fine liner or something like that. There's one. Might do a little one down here. Not quite dry here. Then I might do a bigger one. Just in here. But you can see you can fit quite a few on the one page, especially the smaller ones. And if you don't think this is thick enough printing on cardstock, you can always glue it down to a thicker piece of cardboard, which is probably what I'll end up doing. So I just ripped some of my paper then, not to worry. That was the doily, I think. Not quite dry. That's okay. So just making sure I've done that properly. And I can see it. Okay, so I might get my little scissors for this. Sorry about my phone going off while I'm filming, by the way. Get that little notch there. And you can sort of, it makes it easier sometimes if you just cut it all the way around, but leaving the notches, and then you can cut the notches afterwards if that's easier. I think that one's one's okay. Well, we'll soon be able to tell when I start folding it. So we've got the little sides to come in. Fold it one way first and then fold it back the other way. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just going to fold it this way because I want the pattern paper actually on the inside. These are going to be very cute little envelopes. Excuse me. It's a little bit crooked, I think. It's not too bad. That top's a little bit crooked, isn't it? Let me just have a look at my cutting again. I think that little corner needs to come in a little bit more. A little bit hard because there's no lines, but you can tell where you need to fold. So fold the little sides in first, and then this bit with the flat edge is going to be your bottom, like that, and this is the top, which mine doesn't want to, for some reason, fold straight. I'm not sure what I've done there. I must have cut it slightly off, but there we go, that looks better. So you can fold them back the other way too if you want to. It depends whether you want that on the inside or the outside. Let's have a look. And that's very cute too. When you open it up, you'll see your collaging on the inside. So I'm just going to do this one this way. So I'll glue it together. I think it's this side that's crooked. But no doubt you'll cut yours out straight. I think it's the way I've cut my... It's the way I've cut my little template. Never mind, but you get the idea. So we just glue this up. So we only need glue on the edge of these little flaps here. Now with my glue, sticky glue. Put the glue onto these, but don't go all the way to the top because you'll stick it down onto the paper. So actually it might be easier to put the glue on here and here. Oh, it's not quite reaching that one. That's better. There we go. I've got my little envelope now. Like that. And I'm just going to make a little closure. And you could put a little piece of writing paper on the inside, or let's see. Got a little piece of paper here. I'll just rip that. Rip it or cut it. A little bit more. Yeah, and then I've got a little piece of writing paper in there to put a little tiny note. I think that's very, very cute. And then for a closure, I'm going to make something that I can tuck this into. Yeah, it's still not quite straight. Never mind, hopefully you'll cut yours straighter than what I cut mine. So, yep, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I've got to get it right. That's better than it was, but I can still have that little gap there. I'm not sure why. That down a bit further. Doesn't matter, I'll figure it out later. Sorry guys. So I have a few little things here, like I have a little circle that I have punched out. It might be too big, I'm not sure. A little butterfly on there. Something like that could be a little closure. I think these tags are going to be too big. I could just cut out the actual butterfly and put it down in behind. I've got some more little circles here. Cute. It says "You make me smile." So I might just cut this down a tad. It, and you could even colour it in with watercolours or something if you want to colour it to sort of match your paper a little bit. So I'm going to half glue that down just at the bottom. And then when that's dry, I've got my little tuck spot there. Just like that. Not sure if it's going to focus. Nope. Open him up. We've got our little note paper inside. And then of course you can decorate the front if you've got a teeny tiny stamp, or you could put a label on the front. So it looks like a little address label or something. Let's have a look. I think the labels I've got are too big. They're not too bad actually. But let's do another one. I'll do a bigger one this time. Actually, that little butterfly, if they didn't have words on it, that little butterfly would look nice on there as well. So just use your imagination any way that you want to decorate them, but they're a gorgeous, cute little addition to a journal. You can put them in with little paper clips, or put them into a tiny pocket or tuck spot. Now let's try this bigger one, and hopefully I've done a better, well, I'll do a better job at cutting this one. I might get some other scissors. So let's cut this around it first. And this collaging, it's just a bit like doing a masterboard really. You could do, you know, a big masterboard and make mass making lots of these little envelopes. And I know for a fact that these envelopes do fit together properly, so don't be worried about that. It's just my cutting skills that made that one a bit off. It might even be my tracing skills. So let's try this one. See there, I already know that I've cut that too long compared to that side. Anyway, let's put our envelope together. I think these do fold on a slight angle on purpose. We've got this one. Then our top. that one seems to be much better than the last one. And I forgot to measure these actually. So I'll tell you what they measure in a minute, but they're obviously teeny tiny. I can't understand why I keep getting that side wrong. Oh dear, dear me. I actually need to pull that up a bit. That's it. That one up, that one down. And that's better. That's better now. Okay, so they measure, where's my ruler? Well, the bigger one is roughly 2 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches. And then the little one measures 1 1/1/8 of an inch by 2 inches. And so then we might want to embellish this one. I've put left this one with the coloured bit on the outside. And you could fit one of the little labels. These labels are from my kit, so you could fit, after cutting it out, you could fit one of these little labels onto the front here. Let's see. I think I like the blue, so I might go ahead and do that. I'll link these labels below, and also the little blue butterfly here was cut out from it's one of my latest printables. It's a collage sheet full of different coloured butterflies. You can never have too many butterflies, that's what I say. That's the blue one. Yeah, do I want that in the middle? I feel like I want it up there. It could also be a closure, as I said before, a little label on the back. I might stick it on there. And I'm going to put, I think, the little blue butterfly on the front of this one. So many different ways you can decorate them up, because you could also obviously add ribbon or tie them together with twine, and that would look cute as well, just in a little bow. This little butterfly on that one. Back. And then we need a little piece of paper to go inside this one, don't we? I'll just use this blue paper again, just for demonstrating. Where's my ruler? There it is. And then I want a bit off the bottom. There. That can go in there like that. I didn't glue this one together, did I? for a second. And then we will decide on a little closure for this one. And I think I'm going to use a little butterfly. If I don't have a bit of twine or string right in front of me here, but you get what I mean. If you didn't want to do this type of closure, you could just tie it up with a little bit of string, and that would be really sweet as well. So there's the closure for that one. Okay. So that's our Freebie Friday number 15. These cute little envelopes, the envelope template. I hope you liked that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.